This is the Season 1 review of my Notts County save. I've been doing this on Twitch, on my live streams. As I'm saying this, when you see this video come out, I will be live as well, so the link will be in the description. But I thought for those of you guys that may not be coming along to watch the streams, I can give you a season review, and even for the people that are watching it, we can really give, well, I'm not going to show you all results to say, I'll cap off the season and review it for all you guys. But yeah, just to see how we came along in this first season, and I am recording this from my stream as well. That's why I just got like my banner at the top and all that. But yeah, you'll be able to see everything. So we did finish in 5th. We made the playoffs, but unfortunately, well, guys, we'll just go through everything from the very beginning, the pre-season. We had the pre-season, not too much to talk about there, and we struggled. We struggled in the beginning of the season there. We had some early losses, a draw there, Cambridge United, and it was a bit up and down. And then finally we did get things going, and we had a consistent run of wins in the league, a couple in like the League Cup there, League Trophy, all that kind of stuff. So we got some form back, then a couple losses. You see one against Swansea, get up against a better team, knock us down a little bit for that consistency, and then we started going, and yeah, you can see kind of a bit up and down for the season. You can see the runs of wins and then maybe a couple losses in a row. That was kind of the tone for the season. And then it happened again. Yeovil, Newport, same thing happened. And then we just eventually started to string those wins together. We got a lot of consistent wins. Like there, we got a six wins in a row, all in the league. So that was really good. And yeah, we were in a good position. And unfortunately, we actually went so close. We went so close to a spot to get automatically promoted in 3rd, automatic promotion place, but we just missed out. If we just go back down, that last one against Swindon, late in the season, of course, a lot of injuries, a lot of players tired, and I think that reflected in the playoffs as well. We absolutely weren't at our best. We didn't have our best 11, that was for sure, and unfortunately we just fell. We went so close, we went ever so close. We signed a new contract towards the end of the season as well. The expectations, if you take a look, or the predictions from the media, was 10th, and we ended up finishing 5th, so I think that's a little bit of a positive there. And the board, they were pleased because they wanted us to reach the playoffs, and we did exactly that. Unfortunately, maybe the result from it wasn't as positive. We got knocked out. It was a tight encounter against Northampton, which you may have seen through the results. We beat them 2 times in the league during the season, so that was a bit frustrating there. And then if you take a look at the player stats, John Stead, even at 36 years old, was playing at his absolute best, and that's what we've got to think about as well. If we go in now, we'll take a look at the contracts, guys. When I start streaming, when I'll be streaming now, right now, guys, don't forget, come over to the stream to see what's going on, and you can maybe help with decisions. All these players, I know a lot of them are loans, to be fair, but yeah, there's a few older guys. David Vaughan, honestly, was very disappointing. He scored one very good goal to help us win a match, but I don't think that's enough to sign him up, especially the fact that he's on 5k, to give him something similar again. Yeah, he just wasn't good. His form increased. His average rating was about 6.5 or something like that earlier in the season. So he turned it around, but yeah, he just wasn't consistent enough. And for someone to be on 5k, the most wages, yeah, too much. So at least we're going to be freeing that up. Nathan Thomas as well, only on loan. And then John Stead. John Stead is a discussion as well, as he is only getting older. He had a fantastic season, but the latter stages in the season, yeah, there was this period here. He wasn't happy. There was kind of a bad atmosphere, apparently, and he was kind of campaigning that there was a bad atmosphere in the dressing room. But when he when we got better, when we started getting good form, we didn't have that bad atmosphere, but I don't think it was too extreme anyway. And he still had consistency in his scoring, so it's going to be very interesting if we do give him that contract. As you can see there, he won't be requesting as much, so I think he deserves at least an extension on his contract, at least like one more year, like a year extension. So that's on that. If we go to the selection info as well, we'll go to the tactics to let you know the style we were playing and everything like that. But first, we'll sort by the most goals. John Stead right up there. But Kane Hemmings, he was a real consistent player for us. He got assists. He was involved in more goals than Stead was if you add the goals and assists together. So 15 assists and 21 goals. That is an absolutely massive season. Christian Dennis also 11. We didn't play him as much. He was a sub a lot of the time. And then also a super signing, if you want to talk about, someone who we brought in later in the season. And he didn't even play much because he got an injury when we signed him in January. But he got 8 goals in 6 starts, 3 off the bench appearances. Big Frederick Ganongbe. Had a bit trouble pronouncing his name. That's just a guess. But yeah, he was a great goal scorer. He was great with finding the back of the net in the appearances he got. He still got a contract for the following season. So we're going to see, hopefully, he can bring that consistency into the preseason and, yeah, keep that going. And a very credible mention to Campbell, who's only 18 years of age. So he's got a bit of potential in him. He's got about League One potential. So to be fair, maybe not so far in the future. But right now, we're not even promoted from League Two. So, yeah, he's still going to help us very much. See how quickly he reaches that potential. So that's on note. And assists. Andy Callett was, he just got past Kane Hemmings in terms of the most assists. We've been playing him left midfield or the wing back. We'll talk about that as well. But he's been very, very good for the season. He was a great player in terms of that. Baldwin, he kind of found his way out of the team towards the end of the season because of tactical changes, so we'll talk about that as well. And then the average rating, you can see Ganongbe. I wonder, he probably wouldn't have that high average rating throughout the whole season. Tom Edwards, who we signed on loan, was a very good right back during that period for us. So there we are, and now let's go into the tactics. This was my most recent tactic, and it even was changed. I was using an attacking midfielder, but I noticed we are so deadly. We are so deadly with the 3 men up top. But I want to show you my initial formation was that 4-4-2. That's all mixed there. Obviously, we'll have players, we'll play them in preferred roles and that kind of stuff. So don't worry about that too much. But when we were absolutely at our firing best was with this. Of course, we got to keep in mind defensively, because you see goals conceded, but sometimes we weren't conceding as many goals at the same time. If we go back, take a look at the results. I remember when we started this, it was one of the comebacks. I believe it was that Carlisle one where we scored 3 late goals. 3 late goals, and I might as well show you this one. When I talked about David Vaughan, he scored a banging goal. Just take a look at this, guys. I have to show you this in this video because arguably it's the best and most important goal of the season. Sometimes that doesn't always happen, where the best goal of the season is as important as good it was. Like, both were right up there. So look how late it is, and we scored 2 goals. We scored a couple more goals before this to get into this position to help us come back. So just take a look. Just take a look at this. Started with Hemmings. He's been a fantastic player. Callett out on that wing with those crosses, so dangerous. Then it fell to him and he hit it so sweetly there. That was a fantastic goal. And it was so surprising because we didn't expect it from him. At that point, he was really struggling. And from there, he played a little bit better for the season. But physically, even declining more. So I think at this time, we will have to let him go. But the point is, guys, we're going to look to even maybe change this tactic a little bit more. But if we roll with this tactic from the start of the season, if you look at our wins, the form, I reckon we should be finishing top 3 and improving the team as well, bringing in better players. We should really show why we should be playing this kind of style, because we can be scoring many goals, and surprisingly, for a few games, defensively we're right. So if we can get a good balance, this could be a pretty dominant formation once more. So playing with the 3 guys up top. When you see, there's not too much to say about it. You're playing with 3 players up top, but it's because that match I just showed you, we changed to this setup, and then we got those late goals, and someone was like, save this formation, and we did that, and from there, that's it. That you would have seen a difference. I reckon you can really tell the difference in our winning, the amount of match we're winning from the Carlisle one. If you talk about the actual league matches, the only one we lost, we got Exeter City there, and then the last league game of the season. Look at all those wins we had in that period, though. If we start a season like that, we'll be sitting very very pretty, we will say. So now I'm sure the expectations for next season from the board, they will believe that we can finish top 3 and actually get that automatic promotion. That's going to be, like I said, off that form, continue that and improve the team as well. We got a couple players on a bit of wages that we want to let go on a bit too much that I really think that they request. They should be maybe not on as much. They shouldn't be on as much money. So I think I'll leave it there for now with this video, guys. So come check out the stream. I would be live right now. We're going to be progressing into the off season. We're going to be making obviously new signings, signing up some players on new contracts, letting some players go. So make sure you join the stream and give me some suggestions with what I should do. Get interactive with the stream and help us go with Notts County. Like I said, this is going to be a long-term stream. You're going to see us be getting to the Premier League, all that stuff, and see how quickly I can get through season. This was a week. I got through a first season in a week on stream, so that was really cool. So make sure you come over, and I'll see you guys there.